Hulk vs. Doomsday, the ultimate showdown. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the wildest, what-if, battles of the comic book universe. Today, we've got a clash that's so monumental and earth-shattering that just talking about it might cause a seismic event. That's right, we're pitting Marvel's unstoppable rage monster, the Incredible Hulk, against DC's ultimate engine of destruction, Doomsday. Ever sat around with your friends debating who would win in a fight between these two behemoths? Well, you're in the right place, because today we're gonna break it all down. Will it be the Hulk's boundless strength fueled by unending rage, or Doomsday's terrifying power and adaptive resilience? Buckle up, folks. This is gonna be a wild ride. The Hulk. Let's kick things off by diving into the Green Giant himself, the Hulk. So, let's set the scene. Dr. Bruce Banner, a genius in nuclear physics with a knack for getting into dangerous situations. One fateful day, during a test of a gamma bomb, because that's totally a good idea, he spots a teenager, Rick Jones, out on the test field. Like any good hero, Banner rushes out to save him, pushing Rick into a trench. Banner gets hit with the full force of the gamma radiation, and, well, you know the rest. Now, whenever Banner gets stressed or angry, he transforms into the Hulk, a towering, muscle-bound titan with skin as green as a traffic light. Alright, let's talk powers. The Hulk's strength is, in a word, limitless. Seriously, the madder he gets, the stronger he becomes. There's no cap. He's taken on gods and monsters alike and usually comes out on top through sheer brute force. He's nearly invulnerable. Conventional weapons are useless against him. Tanks, jets, even nukes have failed to put a dent in him. His healing factor is insane. Wounds that would be fatal to others heal in seconds. He can recover from almost any injury. Plus, he's got some surprising abilities up his sleeve. Need to cross the country? No problem. He can leap vast distances in a single bound, sometimes clearing entire states. And here's a cool tidbit. In certain storylines, the Hulk can perceive and interact with astral forms. So if you're thinking of sneaking up on him in ghost form, think again. Wondering just how strong the Hulk is? Let's look at some of his greatest hits. He once held up a 150 billion-ton mountain. Yep, during the Secret Wars, an entire mountain range was dropped on the heroes, and Hulk held it up long enough for everyone to escape. He destroyed an asteroid twice the size of Earth with a single punch. Let that sink in. He's battled gods like Thor and villains like Thanos, often matching or surpassing them in strength. During the World War Hulk storyline, he took on the Avengers, the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, you name it, and he wasn't even breaking a sweat. And the Hulk isn't just one-dimensional. Over the years, we've seen various incarnations. There's the Savage Hulk, the classic version, all rage and power. The Grey Hulk, aka Joe Fixit, a smarter, craftier Hulk who operated as a Vegas enforcer. Stylish, right? The Professor Hulk, a fusion of Banner's intelligence and Hulk's strength. And then there's the World Breaker Hulk, the most powerful of them all. In this form, his mere footsteps can cause earthquakes and devastate entire cities. Each variation brings new abilities and nuances, making the Hulk an even more complex and formidable character. Doomsday. Now, let's turn our gaze to the fearsome force of nature known as Doomsday. Doomsday's origin is straight out of a nightmare. Created by an alien scientist named Bertrand on the prehistoric planet Krypton, he was subjected to the most brutal form of natural selection imaginable. Bertrand would release an infant into the deadly environment, where it would inevitably die. Then, he'd collect the remains, clone it, and do it all over again. This cycle repeated thousands of times, with each clone retaining the previous one's resistance to whatever killed it before. The result? A virtually indestructible being that despises all life, Doomsday. Doomsday's strength is colossal. He's gone toe-to-toe with Superman and held his own, or even had the upper hand. His body is covered in bone-like protrusions that serve as armor and weapons. He possesses incredible regenerative abilities. Injuries heal almost instantly, and if he's killed, he comes back immune to whatever killed him. He adapts rapidly. Fire, ice, energy blasts, try it once, and it might hurt him. Try it again, and it's useless. And he doesn't get tired. He doesn't need food, air, or rest. He's a relentless engine of destruction. Let's not forget the time he killed Superman. In the iconic Death of Superman storyline, Doomsday and Superman fought to the death, and both perished. He's taken on the entire Justice League, often shrugging off their combined attacks like their mosquito bites. In Hunter, Prey, he battled Darkseid and survived the Omega Beams, which says a lot considering those beams can erase beings from existence. He survived being torn apart at the molecular level and came back stronger. But Doomsday isn't perfect. He's driven purely by instinct and rage, lacking higher intelligence or reasoning. He doesn't strategize or plan, he just destroys whatever's in front of him. This can be a disadvantage against opponents who use tactics and cunning. Head-to-head comparison. Alright, time to pit these two powerhouses against each other point by point. Hulk's strength increases with his anger, theoretically without limit. In intense situations, he's performed feats that defy imagination. Doomsday starts off incredibly strong and can increase his strength by adapting to his opponent. Edge and raw potential? Might have to give that to the Hulk. Both have insane durability. Hulk's healing factor lets him recover from almost any injury rapidly. Doomsday not only heals but comes back immune to whatever harmed him. Edge and adaptation goes to Doomsday, but Hulk's healing is faster in the moment. Hulk is a brawler, he relies on overwhelming power. In some forms, he retains Banner's intelligence, which can aid in combat. Doomsday is all brute force and ferocity, attacking until nothing stands. Neither are martial artists, but cunning could tilt things in Hulk's favor if he's in a smarter form. Hulk's intelligence varies. As Professor Hulk, he's got Banner's brains and could devise strategies on the fly. Doomsday lacks intelligence but makes up for it with sheer unpredictability. Strategic edge? Potentially Hulk. Hulk adapts by getting stronger as he gets angrier and can push past previous limits. Doomsday evolves after each death, becoming immune to prior attacks. Long-term adaptation might favor Doomsday, but in a single battle, Hulk's rage-fueled growth could be pivotal. The battle scenario. Picture this. A desolate wasteland, perhaps the ruins of a once great city. Skies darkened by smoke, the ground cracked and smoldering. Doomsday arrives on Earth, bulldozing everything in his path. The military is helpless. Enter the Hulk, stepping up to save the day. The two titans face off. An eerie moment of silence as they size each other up. Hulk's eyes narrow. "You hurt people." Hulk smash. Doomsday responds with a bone-chilling roar. They charge, and when they collide, the impact creates a crater, sending shockwaves miles away. As the fight intensifies, Hulk's anger, and thus his strength, increases exponentially. He hurls Doomsday through buildings, pounds him into the ground. But Doomsday rises each time, adapting to Hulk's attacks. His bone protrusions become sharper, his skin tougher. Realizing brute force isn't enough, Hulk shifts into a smarter form, perhaps the Professor Hulk. He starts using strategy, using the environment to his advantage. He traps Doomsday under tons of rubble, but Doomsday breaks free, now even more resistant. The battle becomes as much mental as it is physical. Hulk decides it's time to unleash his ultimate form, the World Breaker Hulk. His power surges, green energy radiating from his body. Each step he takes causes massive earthquakes, his mere presence threatening to destroy the planet. Doomsday charges, but now Hulk is on a whole new level. They clash in a cataclysmic explosion of energy and force. Scenario 1. Hulk's newfound power overwhelms Doomsday, pounding him until there's nothing left to regenerate. Scenario 2. Doomsday survives, adapts, and becomes immune to Hulk's physical attacks, turning the tide. Scenario 3. The sheer destructive nature of their battle leads to mutual destruction, or forces them to stop to prevent planetary annihilation. Scenario 4. External intervention. Heroes from Marvel and DC unite to stop them, realizing that neither can defeat the other without catastrophic consequences. Conclusion. So we've explored the depths of both these incredible characters. Hulk, the embodiment of raw, limitless power and human emotion. Doomsday, the pinnacle of evolutionary adaptation and pure destruction. At the end of the day, both combatants bring unique strengths to the battlefield. It's a battle of unending rage versus unyielding evolution. Personally, I think if these two ever met, the real winners would be us, the fans witnessing such an epic spectacle. So, who's your champion? Does Hulk's infinite potential seal the deal, or does Doomsday's unstoppable adaptation reign supreme? Let your voice be heard. Cast your vote in the poll up there, and don't forget to back up your choice in the comments. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into one of the greatest hypothetical battles in comic history. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, just like Hulk would. Share this video with your fellow comic enthusiasts. And make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future face-offs and awesome content. Credits and acknowledgements. Big thanks to the incredible writers and artists who've brought these characters to life. Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, Jerry Siegel, Joe Shuster, Dan Jurgens, and many more. References include The Incredible Hulk, comics, Death of Superman, World War Hulk, Hunter, Prey, and other epic storylines. Seriously, you guys are the best. Your support keeps this channel going. Thanks for spending your time with me and being part of this awesome community. Don't click away just yet. Check out my video on Goku vs Superman, it's an absolute blast. And browse through my Battle Royale playlist for more epic showdowns. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter for sneak peeks and behind-the-scenes fun. And join our Discord server to chat with fellow fans about all things comics and more. Until next time, stay awesome and keep dreaming big.